Sup nerds, I'm CuppaJoey and welcome to another episode of r/delusional Craigslist. I know we covered this subreddit recently, but there was so much that I wanted to sink my teeth into, I decided to do another episode, so let's get into it. Saggy buttocks chair, $100. You know, I've got some saggy buttocks myself, I'm pretty sure I can sell them for a lot cheaper. Oh, come on. Again, this is one of those things where I think people are just way overvaluing what they have. I'm pretty sure that you can get like a non-broken chair that looks exactly like this at any charity shop for about, £10-20 here. So, oh, come on, $100. I mean, that's about £60, I think. So, come on, be good. Furry handcuffs, $30. These aren't toy handcuffs, they thick steel, not cheap ones you get from Spencer's. They have never been used for bedroom things. I sew the fur myself for fun. They require a key to take off, not for silly children that comment their hate and mockery. Please try to control yourselves. I really want to know the backstory behind this one. Like, okay, fair enough, if they're good handcuffs that reinforce steel and all that, then okay, maybe they are worth that much. I don't think that the price is the issue here, is the not for silly children that comment their hate and mockery. Like, it's just an overly fancy way of just saying stop taking the piss. Oh god. Although, like, that I sewed on the fur myself for fun, we can only see, like, one little picture of the fur. Like, it doesn't look at all comfortable. Oh, God. Like, I think that most bedroom handcuffs come with this, like, little safety, like, snap thingy on the side where you don't actually need the key because, it wastes the emergency services time if they have to cut down people from kinky situations, Szechuan sauce, 4 packets, $60 marked down from $100. This was a sauce that I mentioned in the last episode where there was that person selling the massive packet of ketchup for $5. The thing is that I don't know how delusional this actually is, because after that episode of Rick and Morty, they were going, like, nuts for the Szechuan sauce. Like, there were cases of, workers at McDonald's being harassed over the fact that they didn't have it anymore, even though it's, like, from the 90s, but, it might be within days. I don't know. I don't know whether the delusional part is on the seller here, because, or whether we've just got some, wild buyers out there, because, it may well go for that. I guess as it was marked out for 100, maybe not, but, oh, God. That whole, like, the market determines the price theory of capitalism, like, this is where it goes wrong. Rocks, $500, are just like 7, I want 500 for all of them. You can tell that this is just someone that has got a load of rocks that they need to get rid of, and instead of, like, paying someone to come out and remove them, they decided that they would charge someone to actually have them. I mean, again, I don't know how much massive freaking rocks go for, but come on, like you're basically trying to, like, tell people, hey, can you pay me to do some work for me? Come on, piss off. Starting out my professional photography career, cheap rates, women only, $150. I don't know if this guy knows that saying professional photography career is really a subtle way of saying, hey, I'm gonna creep on you and try and take your nudes. Like, the fact that it says women only, like, I mean, if you're really trying to, do a photography career, surely you don't care what the person looks like, Like, all that matters is what the client wants, how they want to look, and how you can get lighting, blah, 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 but the cheap rates, women only, like, it's clearly obvious, and, like, look at the freaking shadow, I mean, God, this on his freaking camera phone as well, like, not just, I mean, what's that in your pocket, mate? It's in a proper camera. Just who the hell is gonna, like, pay $150 to have some creep burp on? Oh, God. Oh, that's just wishful thinking to another level. God. It's just so freaking horrible. Used roller skates, $69. Oh yeah, this is a game. This is a game changer. I would just like totally rock up to the office in those and just like slide along and like, hey, you wanted to talk to me, boss? They're like, oh, I need you around the corner. I'll be there in a minute. There's CuppaJoey going by with his super cool skate. Oh, it'd be pretty good for social distancing as well. You see, like, how long, like, because it's the bottom, you know, they're obviously the bottom of the chairs, you know, you can keep people away pretty quickly with that. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to slide over your shoe. Get out of here. I'm on my super cool roller skates. Not your normie, like, 3-wheel roller skates. Get out of here. I'm gonna be going up and down the ramps like a pro. Dishwasher, $25. Yeah, it's just got a couple of dents. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Just plug it in and see what happens. Pull start for dishwashers, $20. Oh no, who's gonna tell? Oh no, I don't know what to wait. Okay, so many different steps had to happen for this to end up on Facebook Marketplace. One, they had to actually take a picture of it. They had to take a picture of it and put it up for $20. But also, why do they think it's a pull start for a dishwasher? It's like, oh no, this one's made me cry again, you know. Oh god, but seriously, like, I don't use dishwashers, so I don't really know. I just use a sink and a sponge, you know, like a normie, but like, why would they need a pull start in the first place? I mean, we know what it really is, but you know, why would they think that? I imagine that maybe they found this in someone's room and then like that was like the naive like answer that they gave so that they wouldn't know what it was. Oh, God. And then they try, oh no, I wonder if anyone told them. Trade for Google locked Android. Read the description. Free. Selling an iPhone that I found in the park a couple months ago. It's locked, I don't know anything about it, or $30 cash loading pickup on me again. I'm not trying to waste none of my time on this, just want to get rid of it or trade it. I hope the person selling this knows that it's not really subtle that they stole it, you know. Like, a similar thing happened to my sister-in-law a while back. Like, she had her phone stolen and then, like, just found it in the bush around the corner, like, because they couldn't unlock it. Because, I mean, surely if you found a phone that was locked, you would post it on, like, a lost and found thing. The fact that this person's trying to sell it, you know, like, we know what you're trying to do. We know how you got it. Tease orthodontist. Call for more info. $2. Oh, come on, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. I refuse to believe that somebody would like sell to... I mean, what are the pictures as well? Is that supposed to be like before and after treatment? Because, oh, just... like they're not even saying that they're selling treatments, they're just teeth. Oh, they should link up with that person from the r/anti-MLM, like, give me your teeth, it's for a business opportunity. Well, it's perfect. Haunted doll Kelsey, $40. Kelsey was 3 years old when she passed away from a food allergy. She told our psychic it was from strawberries, plus shipping. Okay, so putting the absolute just weirdness of this aside for a second, how did the psychic know that she passed away from an allergy to strawberries? Could it have possibly been because there were strawberries on the doll's dress? Like, I don't know whether this person is a scam artist themselves or whether they just got scammed and they're genuinely believing this. But even so, like, it's kind of saying, here, have a 3-year-old child's soul for $40. Oh, no, this one's just really creepy. I think, like, the horrible smile on the face as well. That just, I get like haunted dolls or whatever, like they're making creepy ones, but this one's just freaking horrible and weird. It's just like, why would anybody want it as well? Why would anybody go, oh good, this could go for my collection of dead children's souls? Oh no. Gently used sex swing, $100. Selling my sex swing, staying single, gently used a couple times. It has been hand washed and disinfected. Comes with all hardware for installation. Perfect idea for this isolation to spice things up in the bedroom, lol. Comes with leg stir-ups to make things even more interesting, wink. Has a heavy-duty top base to support any weight. Retails for $300 at see more. Again, what is it with the phrasing gently used on really creepy stuff? Like, oh, they even said gently used a couple of times. I mean, I would much prefer something like slightly used, but the idea of gently used, oh, it conjures up all these really, like, creepy images. And, like, even so, I really just dislike the idea of selling second-hand sexual items. It's just grim, it's just really grim. And the way that they're going, oh, wink, oh, it's for isolation. Oh, I mean, imagine, like, when you go and buy it, like, you have to look this person in the eye and give them money. And, like, look at each other knowing the deal that you're making. I don't get it. Oh, God. Vintage dollhouse tables, used, $6. $6 each, all 3 for $15. Firm. This was like, okay, so first of all, nobody's believing that these are vintage. And if they are vintage, gross. But also, like, this is one of those jokes that my dad used to make, like, whenever we'd open a pizza, he'd always go, hey, why do they always give us tables? Why don't we get a little chair? I'm trying to build my doll's house. Like, no one's actually gonna believe that, right? I mean, sometimes these people are taking the piss. Like, I can understand desperation means that some people need to sell things that they wouldn't otherwise sell. But come on, trying to say that it's vintage as well. This is just taking the piss. And like firm $15 for all 3. That's not gonna happen. Diva Cup size 1 and Fun Cup small. Diva Cup £7 plus shipping, Fun Cup £10 plus shipping. Both cups used for a few cycles, not good for me. Have been boiled, will boil again before shipping. Oh boy, we're only on the 2nd episode and I've already got another used menstrual product. Okay, so I did do a little bit of research. The Diva Cup unused goes for about £16. So, this is less than half price. But again, the whole being boiled, like, medically boiling something, like, it's something that's been inside of you, and boiling it isn't gonna get out any, like, all of the potential, it's not a full sterilization is what I mean. I mean, this can be reused if it's sterilized properly, but I had a little look in the comments and there was someone that was a nurse that said, like, only toothbrushes can be boiled safely and everything else needs to go through, like, a really proper cleaning, cycle. Boiling ain't enough. I mean, if it had been properly sterilized, then yeah, I think, £7 is actually quite reasonable, but again, if it's just been boiled, it would need a little bit more care than that. Free human-sized hamster wheel. Free human-sized hamster wheel available for immediate pickup. Can accommodate up to £200. Fully functional. Not recommended for houses for small children or animals. £50 of shredded newspaper also available. I will not have this in my house any longer. Taking appointments to view the wheel this week. Sandra Z, ZZZ. Okay, let me run down the things that I absolutely love about this post. Number 1, the all caps anger. I will not have this in my house any longer. It just makes me wonder how this person ended up at the end of their tether. Number 2, the guy in the wheel. Like the picture of this guy, like actually using it. Just Sorry. Oh god. Like the fact that he's just like fully going for it, like head down, hands and he like just I'm running in my wheel. Like the third thing. £50 of shredded newspaper. Like okay, so I've never had a hamster, I don't know, but it's my understanding that the shredded newspaper is for either or like bedding or like for a shit. So like so what's going on? It's like you're just gonna like run into human-sized hamster wheel till you're so exhausted you just flop on the newspaper and maybe do a little poo in the corner. I mean, I would use this. I'm not kidding. If I had the room, and the money and the resources to have my own kind of hamster-themed gym in my house, I would be so fit. I'd never freaking leave. Like, hello, I see you've noticed my human hamster wheel. Come on in, have a spin. And it's free. Come on. You can't say better than that. It's a free human-sized hamster wheel. How has anybody not gone for that? Oh, it's in Brooklyn. So if anybody in Brooklyn wants a free human-sized hamster wheel, just contact Sandra ZZZZZ. Sausage wallet, $20 in stock. Oh man, okay, this is another situation where I'm just too naive. I actually did a recording before this one where I was like, how are you supposed to put your money in there? Like, how are you supposed to put that around in your pocket? That's so inconvenient. Why do they think that putting this thing on top of a glass would work as a wallet? And I just realized what it's actually supposed to be of a glass. I mean, I mean, to be fair, like, you can, the way that it's put together, you can see how that's made, so I don't see why people wouldn't just, like, make one themselves if they wanted one. But, like, again, do you want to have that exchange? Do you want to go like to the guy's house and be like, yeah, I'm here for your sausage wallet. God. I mean, fair play to his ingenuity for thinking, I know what to get people through this isolation. And the phrasing, sausage wallet. Like I said before, I thought it was a genuine one. I was like, why is he calling it sausage? Oh, for God's sake. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm just a naive idiot. You know, I'm a dumb boy. Girls' room decoration, handmade, using real shoes, clothes, and soap roses, $45. Girls' room decoration, wall or door hanging, handmade, using real baby items and soap roses. Okay, this is one of those things that when they say handmade, like, yeah, you can tell it's handmade. I've got a few comments. First of all, real baby items, like, what? Like, why do you need to specify that it's real baby items? Because I know that, you know, if you're clothing a baby, the thing is that babies grow up fast. So, you know, I go to a lot of, like, charity shops and car boot sales. I love secondhand shopping. And you will always see a lot of baby stuff because, you know, babies grow, and then when babies grow you don't need the baby items anymore. So I don't know why they're trying to flex like it's, you know, good that it's real baby items and not, you know, clothing for a fake baby or whatever. Also, soap roses, I mean, that's gonna deteriorate. You know, soaps are perishable. To be fair, I did once get a load of really cheap soap from a car boot sale, true story, that were from the 70s. It was like called Whimsy soap or like Groovy soap or yeah, flower soap, something like that. You know, I'm just rambling now, but that still smelled good and it was still in good nick, but you know, it was like within packaging and within the box. Whereas these soap roses, like, oh, all it takes is like a humid day, a hot and humid day, and those are just gonna start to melt. Also, what's up with all the freaking shoes? Like, at the bottom there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shoes, and then like 2 on the arms. Like, is this supposed to be the little octopus in your life? Like, it looks like some kind of like an outfit, like from H.P. Lovecraft's, you know, like a freaking eldritch abomination child or something. Like, oh, like, if you can creatively use all these things and make something good out of it, like a reuse, recycle, whatever, then fair enough, but it looks so horrible. I'm sorry, but it's just so garish and so cringe. I don't know why anyone would want this up in their house. Like, it's so creepy. It's so creepy. I hate it. I'm sorry, but I just hate this. Cosmic sound effects, Cindy Baby Dollhead Theremin, analog electronic synth, $94.95 plus $40.50 shipping. Again, I want it! Like, I want this! Okay, so, first of all, I think theremins are pretty cool. Like, I know that they're weird as hell, but like, I went to a Hawkwind concert last year, and one of the main band members had a theremin, and it was really cool. Like, he did a really good job. It was Tim Blake. Tim Blake plays the theremin really well. It's really cool, but like, he wasn't playing a kid's head. Like, I want it to greet people. Like, you know, if you get like Jehovah's Witnesses or like charity people at the door, and then you just open it up and yes, say hello to Cindy. or like come into my office, take a seat. I could like slide in on those roller skates. Don't let theremin. Don't offend the baby. Just get it on freaking wheels. Someone in on wheels and just a slide. Why do they never have stuff like this on my local eBay or Facebook marketplace? The eyes, the freaking glowing eyes. Can you imagine this thing on wheels coming towards you, staring at? And that's it for our /delusional Craigslist. I don't know if it's bad that I like wanted half of the things that we saw. Oh dear. But please do let me know if you enjoyed the subreddit, and do give me suggestions of subreddits that you would like to hear from, or if you would like to hear more from any of the others that I've already done. And I will see you all next time.